Hello and welcome back to another episode of 1000 Games, and hey, we're back. It's been a while. I decided to pause working on videos for a while because I was working on a project, and well, I'm nearly done with that project, so I'm no longer worried about getting too close to that project anymore. It's possible that it was never really going to be an issue, but I worry about these things. But hey, we're back. This is not an April Fool's video, and I believe today we'll be finishing off Akalabeth. I believe. Can't entirely remember what exactly I was supposed to be doing. So, a Balrog. Who needs copyright, am I right? Okay, let me just see if I can remember how to do this, because it has indeed been. It has been. Has it been for you? Well, if it has been for you, I hope it's been good. Okay, not entirely sure how far down we need to go for the Balrog, but so I'm just gonna keep going down. This should do it. We're getting into the oh, there we are. Okay, we have 14 magic amulets. We should be good. I think that's a Balrog. Yep, that's a Balrog. This might be the shortest video ever. Or not. We might actually still have like one more thing to kill, but okay. Okay, this might genuinely be one of the shortest comeback videos ever, but hey, at least it'll give me time to talk about my feelings about this game, because I do have thoughts. Thou hast accomplished thy quest, thou hast proved thyself worthy of knighthood, continue to play if thou dost wish, but thou hast accomplished the main objective of this game. Now maybe thou art foolhardy enough to try a difficult enough to okay, yeah, that is a bug. Okay, now maybe thou art foolhardy enough to try difficulty level 2. Don't know why it's displaying like that, but I feel like this screen pretty much just settles what I think about this first game. Like, it's difficult for me to be too harsh on it, but maybe harsh on this specific version. Oh, the microphone is twisted a little bit, so I'm gonna make a little noise. Okay, it's fixed. Sorry about that. Okay, so I feel like this screen just kind of sums up my opinions. Like, this is a game that is good by the standards of 1979. It is definitely very technically impressive, which is awesome. The graphics are good for when this game came out, but this specific version of this game, even though it has some important quality of life changes that made it possible for me to actually do this Let's Play in the first place, you can actually save the game, it is buggy. And this is not the original 1979 version that I don't even think was on MS-DOS for a while. This, I believe, is like the second version, or I'm not actually sure which version this. I know that this version came out in like 1998, at least that's what the GOG Galaxy launcher that I'm using is claiming, that this is the 1998 version of this game, which came out in 1979 on, I believe, the Apple II. I'd have to look that up. But this is not the first version of this game to exist, but this is by far one of the buggiest versions that have played. There was also another version that that was a bit closer, but it was never consistent with the levels. It would never save the levels, so you could, like it was supposed to. I think it was supposed to, because it does it in this version. In the other version, when you would put in your lucky number, which is supposed to, be what randomly generates these dungeons, you couldn't, it wouldn't save what the dungeon layout would be, so you would go back in and you couldn't get used to the dungeon layout, and on top of that, it still had the problem of the game being pretty much impossible to beat as a fighter. So to be clear, this game was made by one person in 1979. This is an impressively made game. But it has not... It does not compare to even Ultima 1. There is a substantial improvement in Ultima 1 over Akalabeth. This game, it is free. You can check it out for free. You can play a game from 1979 for free. All you need is a GOG account, and you can play this game. And yes, I do recommend this game if you're interested in retro games. Just follow my tips and it'll be a nice, fun, short playthrough. I do have to say, though, I am very curious from anyone who has played the original 1979 version of this game, do any of the bugs that exist in this version of the game exist in the original 1979 version? Because that might be a potential alternative if you can somehow find a copy of it. But, yeah, I wouldn't know how to do that. There's not even any Apple II games on this playthrough, on 1000 games, because I simply just have no experience with the Apple II. I can't emulate it either, because I don't know how. But hey, I'm pretty sure we'll all be pretty satisfied with what I do have coming up. I don't actually know what the next game is going to be, which kind of makes this a bit more entertaining. Not gonna lie, I enjoy not necessarily knowing what game I'm going to be playing next, even though I have to look at the list pretty much every day to find out. So yeah, this has been Akalabeth, Ultima 0, or The World of Doom. It's been fun. I just wish I was able to complete it a little faster. Because, with that giant break that I had to take, it's been a while since I've been able to consistently upload, but I am satisfied enough with my life at the moment that I think I can promise consistent uploads are going to be coming back. So, Yay, see you tomorrow. I can't think of anything that's gonna be able to stop me from recording tomorrow, so yay. So, have a good one. Please remember to like and subscribe and all that. But, it's good to be back.